Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess. Well, hey there, and welcome to Pod Leader. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Alexander Bryson. I'm warm beige.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I felt like a friend watching a friend talk about a product.
And I'm JW Crumpin, stupid poison apple.
Oh, good. Good. We're, of course, talking about Cycle 11, Episode 3, You're Beautiful, Now Change, or The Girl Who Can't Relax Her Eyes.
I like it. Speaking of people who are beautiful, but shouldn't change.
No, but they give us change.
That's right. All the change, all the pennies, all the couch pennies. We have some beautiful sponsors for this very podcast on Anchor.fm. Today, we just need to shout out Lindsay and Amanda. We appreciate you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. You all should be more like Amanda and Lindsay. And you can do that by coming to Anchor.fm and throwing us whatever coins you find in whatever piece of furniture in your house.
As little as 99 cents a month. That's actual coins. That's less than a bill.
At anchor.fm/podleadum. Now, previously on, the editors decided to be on Hannah's side because it said the house turned hostile over Hannah. When was that? When were they hostile?
Yeah, hostile was a very strong, evocative word choice that's also just not true.
Yeah, unless you were talking specifically about Hannah.
They also said Nikisha's mouth got her into trouble for the last time.
Doesn't that make it sound like she was an informant for the FBI and the mob found out and took her out?
Yeah, it's also this kind of gaslighting about, because they show her kind of over talking Tyra. It's like that happened after she was eliminated.
God damn you for picking up over talking.
It also makes it seem like Nikisha said bad or mean things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when you pair it with hostile house.
I had a complete episode captions crunch that I'm only going to mention this one time. My captions were just delayed for some reason for a lot of this.
Yes.
Okay. It wasn't just me, but...
And some were just entirely missing here and there. They were so delayed that they didn't have time to get in the last one before the commercial break.
There was one moment it was funny, and it was on this previously on, where they had Hannah saying, that's not very nice, about her being accused of what she did. And, but the caption the video was showing Jocelyn taking her photo, and that's not very nice. It was still underneath, and I was like, shady, she did great. We start in that Eco is fierce, or whatever it is, bus van, and Brittany is discussing something that I think is very funny, because Brittany shall not be gaslit. Brittany's like, I don't know, y'all. I think my pictures are beautiful, and I don't understand why the judges don't like them. Which also lets me know that Brittany isn't getting good feedback in terms of helpful feedback.
Nope.
Clark is also pretending to care that people are being sent home.
Are some of these ladies wrapped in blankets for reasons that we don't understand?
Well, Nikisha was cold all the time.
Maybe this bus is eco-friendly, but as we've learned from Top Model, eco-friendly in Top Model means cold.
When they do eventually go into the house, Isis appears to be wearing a high fashion blanket.
Yes, she's wearing
a
4
snuggie.
coats.
Nothing makes more sense to me than Samantha in her talking heads in a fitted sports jersey.
Are we ever going to talk about Annalee's Olympic Village vest?
No.
Just gonna leave it.
Yep.
I do want to point out that we got a little extra something in the sepia tone flashback of Nigel talking about Annalee. We heard him say that he didn't see the commitment in her photo, but he apparently also said that he didn't see any charm. Nigel and his fucking charm.
She's not interested in you, dude. So we pretend like we've just come from judging because Tyra's sitting there.
And this is where my notes say, oh, here we go. Because I remember that this happened, did not remember that it was this cycle.
Buckle up.
Yep. I literally turned to my husband. We're watching this together. I go, get ready. You cannot guess what's going to happen here.
You know that phrase, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready? You can never stay ready enough to be ready for what's about to happen.
So she has a shitty ass tiara on her head.
Mhm.
It's also just so tall.
And she tells all the girls,
Also, does she have a wand or a tiny scepter?
tiny scepter.
Okay.
She tells all the girls that we're going to have a princess party, which I did not like.
Nope. My backup quote was, everyone sit down and put your tiaras on.
The pizza box.
I actually like this.
Some intern put a lot of time into designing that pizza box.
To
I
move
loved
the
it.
Little Caesars pizza into.
I loved it.
ANTM pizza, smoking hot and extra fierce.
I would have slight punch up. The writer in me can't help. ANTM pizza, smoking hot with a side of fierce would have been, or just extra fierce.
With a dipping sauce of fierce.
Oh,
Extra fierce is $1.99.
I don't know why they always ask if I want extra fierce. I know it's extra. I want it.
I know. Just put it on.
But this pizza is emotional pizza.
So Tyra's going to tell a story from her book.
But, is this true, though? Because she says something that cannot be true, because I think she's contradicted it before. She's like, when I was 20 or 21, that's when I got boobs and a butt. And I'm like, wasn't your whole story that you got boobs and a butt as a kid?
I did read that book that her and her mother wrote together, and this is one of the biggest stories. I will say, I don't remember the ages that the book, even if they did like specify the ages, but this is almost
word for word.
Like if you had told me the book came out this year and that she was trying to kind of like subtly promote it.
Probably.
But this pizza story to me is like the Tyra story.
Yes,
and this
I
is
would
something
agree.
that gets repeated a lot because she loves to have that phrase. And then my mother said, let's get pizza. And I do like the sentiment of this story. And without the princess aspect, I would have loved if she was like, all right, everyone, we're going to have a pizza party.
Yes.
Agreed.
Again, as Top Model does, there was a way to do this.
That didn't infantilize these women.
I made over my career, and now it's time to talk about something extra special with you guys.
Makeover.
What a stretch to make that story related to makeovers.
Nothing.
Okay.
It's not like she's just trying to relate the two halves of this episode to each other so strongly. She's trying to make it happen so hard, and that just makes it more awkward. Because half of this episode is feminine body positivity / swimsuits are the most important thing you will ever model, which comes out of
that are also high fashion.
Yeah.
We'll talk when we get there.
And the other half is, of course, the makeover.
Apples J comes and
Miss Apples J. Miss Apples.
Miss Apples J? I disagree that that's what happens later. Miss Apples J comes and has to be captioned apart from the captions, because it's just saying apples, 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 and she yells, Princess Tyra, you better watch out.
I love that Sheena understood what this was, which is children's community theater, and the actors want the kids to participate.
Yep.
Tyra is offered a thing that she doesn't know how to eat.
How did that much of that apple end up outside of her mouth?
No.
Also, you could have done this better. Have Miss J offer poisoned pizza.
Right?
And then Tyra could have just ate pizza.
She knows how to eat a pizza. She does not know how to eat an apple.
This is sloppy. This is sloppy.
Miss J can do an evil laugh, though. Let's be real with that.
Yes.
Well, this is Fashion Witch 2.0.
For sure. Then onto the scene.
The literal scene.
Well, so Tyra does classic Tyra feint, except the girls don't know how worried they're supposed to have to act.
Because this is fake. This isn't a Ferranda situation.
No.
Which is clearly why they had her on the floor. They're like, we're not patting it again. We're not doing this whole thing.
Yeah, she gets to just fall back in her chase lounge.
Then Prince Couture shows up. And you know what I didn't know I was going to have to say I didn't need? A kiss between Mr. J and Tyra.
Was that a kiss? We get a very specific camera angle. And all I'm saying is you can't prove that he didn't just like lie his face on top of her face for 30 seconds.
Did not need this at all.
And I thought the bit that they were going to do, since he very specifically says a kiss from her true love, I thought he was going to get close to kissing her, and then Tyra's going to wake up and be like, "You're not my true love." And like, again, better way to do it.
Yeah. Why did this happen? It was so uncomfortable.
Because he is Prince Couture. Her true love is Couture, and her mother fucked her over, and now she doesn't get to do Couture anymore.
So odd. And then now Jocelyn's the other person besides Sheena who's into the children's theater, because this is my favorite exchange. Oh, so good. Prince Couture picks her up and says, "She'll be fine, girls. I'll take care of her."
Don't worry, girls. She will be right by the next judging.
Right. She'll be
How
right.
did you turn that sentence into something so weird?
I guess I was correcting it in my head. After that, Jocelyn just goes, "Okay. Sounds good."
Tyra wakes up and says, "Mr. and Mrs. J."
Again with the Mrs. J.
Does she just not know? It's so weird that it still happens, right?
Stupid
Yes.
poison apple.
She also, is it just me, or does Tyra make it seem like the Jays will actually be doing the makeovers?
Yes.
Actually cutting and dyeing hair.
Yeah, this was a lot of sketch for just telling them that tomorrow they're going to get makeovers.
Not even
Because
today.
It's not even, because I truly was like, okay, and they're going to be sent away. Nope. You have a full 24 hours to think about this, but also I'm not going to tell you any other information because now we're in the generation of top model where they don't know.
My favorite thing about Annalise stupid poison apple is it seemed like she was talking about the scene, not that the poison apple ruined Tyra. It's just like stupid.
Oh.
So we go to the Neil George Salon, which is run by Neil Weisberg and Amanda, no last name.
No,
Her
Amanda
last
George.
name is George.
That's
I
why
know,
it's Neil
but they
George.
never actually say it on the show.
They don't. They do Tyra on it though.
Mm-hmm.
They Tyra on it, and it's that when that was revealed, I was like, what? You named it Neil George to create a different person from the two of you?
Yeah, it came across to me like they didn't want a woman's name in the title of their salon.
It seemed both misogynist and a little anti-Semitic.
It's all across the board, Neil George. Strong choice.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we got preppy edition Miss and Mr. J. Polo and sweater vest. Like this was a discussion that they had.
Argyle sweater vest.
Yeah.
Oh, but I loved it actually. We've
I did too.
spoken before. Miss J in kind of androgynous preppy is fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We actually heard you had some interesting visitors last night, and they took Tyra away, and we don't even know what your makeovers are.
Like, I don't know why they ever have to add that in. It's so silly. Like, we know they did a sketch. Just go into, well, y'all know it's makeover today.
Is it for Neil and Amanda's credit?
Yeah, was Neil and Amanda like, who did they get visited by? Oh, it was just us in a costume. Shut up.
Then we go from Snow White to Wizard of Oz.
I was like, in my head, so I remembered that this happened. And I was like, how are they going to get from one role to another role? And the answer is they don't.
Also, the good fierce witch, as Tyra self-titles herself, looks evil.
Her eyes.
Why did they give her Storm from X-Men using her powers blank white eyes?
Also, Tyra gets increasingly tired having to use this voice and descriptions. You can tell she did these in order.
Oh, she gave up by the time she got to McKee.
Yup.
Okay, because we've talked about how bizarre sometimes she describes makeovers. Marjorie, too blonde, don't you think? I want to make her brown.
Here's my thing. These words don't match. She either has to use brunette or yellow.
Marjorie's review of New Brown Hair is it's definitely edgier. And I'm going to argue the opposite's true.
It's true.
It's just edgier to you because it's the opposite, but it is actually the more normal than your platinum blonde, clearly dyed hair.
Marjorie did not need a makeover.
No.
Fix her up. Give the roots a touch.
Yeah.
Or I would even say, if you're going to, I think like a honey color. But this dark is like a choice. Jocelyn, what a voice. Quite different, don't you think? I think she needs hair down to here. Wavy with texture.
Isn't wavy and texture the same thing?
Yes.
I also thought that. And it ends with Jocelyn's worst photo to date, which makes me think she didn't need this hair.
Nope. We do have new storyline alert. New storyline alert. Alina doesn't let go, and it's a problem.
I think this happened after the makeover.
I did like that it seemed like Mr. J and her were having a real conversation where she was just like, yeah, I don't like to, it felt less, he made it about letting go.
Yeah.
She was much more, I like to present myself in a very certain way. And to me, I was thinking, she says she doesn't like to look silly. She doesn't like to do whatever. And I think she was more saying, I don't want this show to make me look stupid.
Yeah.
Because I am an intelligent person who believes in things.
It's almost like she knew what was about to happen.
And I love when Mr. J goes, I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens when you do let go. And then couldn't be flatter reaction. Really? Alina doesn't agree.
Samantha looks like any girl walking in a mall with plastic earrings on.
Why do we need to come for plastic earrings?
Marina Tarantino was just your fucking judge.
I was about to say, we were just told that plastic earrings were the thing. And also, Samantha, I don't even think has ever worn an earring.
In a show of women who have been wearing giant earrings this cycle.
Yeah, I truly hope Isis's earrings are plastic. Otherwise, her earlobes are going to fall off.
We're gonna make her more high fashion. Elevate, darling, with short hair.
I don't mind the cut. I hate the color.
The color's bad.
Yeah.
It's one color. It is a Lego person hair.
It's yellow.
Yellow.
And it never truly looks like it's her hair.
I do enjoy Sutan telling her, honey, if he doesn't like it, you need a new boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Samantha's makeover picture looks like she's swatting at several flies on several parts of her body at the same time.
Hannah, it's a little mousy, would you think? So we're gonna give...
Would you think?
That's
I
it.
love
Would you think?
Oh, it's that you're doing this too well, Alexander.
Yes.
So we're gonna give her a bang and a little chop with a chin. Chop with a chin?
They gave her Nikisha's
Hair.
haircut.
They did. And I would have thought it would have been funny if Nikisha was still there and they just somehow gave her Hannah. Be like, oh, it looks like you two are having some conflict.
You mean last season?
I think the length does work for Hannah. And when they style it and it's a little bit more textured and wavy in photos, I actually think it looks quite nice.
Hannah needed a weave. Hannah's hair is too stringy for this haircut.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I think none of the dye jobs are good.
No. You can blame Amanda George for that.
There's no gradation. Everything is just one color.
No depth.
Yeah, it's what I would do if I was dyeing my own hair.
It's
I'd
very
just
out
be
of the
like,
box.
dunk it in.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about dyeing hair, sometimes I look in the Zoom call and see that all three of us have very excellent dye jobs. But I'm like, what do have all three of us ever, as friends, all had our natural hair color at the same time? I don't know if that's
No,
true.
I don't think so.
No, probably not.
If you go back to our original promo photo, I believe I was
You were blue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been so many things.
And I'm new to the conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Welcome
for
to the
joining.
chat.
Clark has that Southern California girl look, but that's not quite edgy on her. To edge her out, we'll make it brown. And then Clark says, I think a sousant of racism when she says that she will still be blonde on the inside and she won't be friends with Lauren Bree if she isn't blonde.
Oh,
I thought Lauren Brie was being funny.
I thought Lauren Brie said that to Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, does she? Oh,
yes,
okay.
I think she was being funny.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought it was Clark.
But I'm still blonde on the inside. Okay.
She's not even the first person who's ever said that. And it's so odd that so many contestants think that blonde
Is a personality?
is a personality.
Well, it is also just higher status somehow.
Yes.
I think Lauren Brie, since we kind of like surmised that maybe Lauren Brie is the least problematic of the white folks in the house, is maybe saying, I don't think I can be friends with you if you're not blonde anymore. I think she's trying to use an excuse to escape Clark.
I buy that.
Now,
Lauren Brie has eyes like me.
And then Tyra's eyes glow like a demon's.
why? Are we at Sheena and what she says about Sheena?
Sheena, there can be only one Kimura, so I've got to give Sheena highlights like me. What the fuck are you talking about?
She is sort of talking about the hair that Tyra has in panel. It's odd to say it while you definitely do not have that hair here. But
also, it winds up looking extremely not like highlights.
It winds up looking, when you bleach dark hair and don't do it very well, you get this orange stripe, which is basically what they do to Sheena's hair.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sheena just needed an elevated haircut of what she already did.
Sheena looked fine before.
Sheena, I like the cut.
The cut's fine.
The cut could have been good. I cannot believe that Tyra brought back this bad take of her looking like Kimora Lee Simmons.
Yeah.
I just think they make Sheena look more regular looking with these highlights.
We're going to make you slightly worse.
Yeah.
Yep. Anna Lee, she just needs a little bit more pop. So we're going to give her a bit more layers and blonde her out a bit.
Blonde her out of what?
Existence. When she does have the best reaction when she sees it for the first time and she goes, wow, oh, huh. Like, because, and this happens with color, especially blonde. When you first do it, it is blonde. And then it kind of settles in a few days. Because I think Anna Lee might be the only person who truly got a good makeover.
Yeah.
Because I do think she looks better and this suits her really well. She also believes that hair is personality, though, because she's like, my mousy, I don't know if she said mousy, but my brunette hair, you know, it just fit my shy and reserved personality more.
It's just another top model hair definition. Blonde is ethereal, dark is cynical, brunette is reserved.
Yeah.
It's weird that's what an ongoing
Alexander,
multiple
you're very
cycle.
brunette today. Do you have something you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk.
That's okay. I get that. Because you're brunette today.
Yeah.
Kyra writes back. She's been kind of a recurring weave person. Mm-hmm. Not maybe her best work.
Have you heard of Angelina Jolie before? Well, that's what Alina reminds me of. But there can only be one Angelina. So we're going to make Alina's hair red and wavy and thick and luscious. And then Miss J says something that is not true, because he says that they're going to give her a makeover that's never been done before.
In the history of America's Next Top Model.
Tell that to Bridget.
Yeah, I feel like you did a very similar thing.
It's just not as clowny. It's a different clown, because this is an orange clown.
Yeah, this is V Carrot Top.
Yes.
I will go on record by saying I was surprised that I didn't actually mind the color that much. And I think I didn't actually. I know, unpopular take, but I think if they had just dyed her hair and gotten to some sort of this copper color, like it's not copper, but like I actually think it ended up looking kind of nice on her. Now, the hair texture and what she acts like, the weave itself is garbage, and she does not know how to keep it up, which is not helpful.
No.
But I actually think, I don't know, the picture this week made me think, oh, this color can really work for her.
I think it made me realize that she really is such a beautiful girl because she pulls this off.
Yes.
Talk about modeling through something.
I think this is the best her hair is going to look. And I don't think it looks that great, and it's the best it's going to look.
But when she said, I just hope they give me long, dark hair, I'm like, yeah, that would have made sense.
Yeah, because your hair was kind of short. Some length might have suited you quite well.
This is where I almost fell out of my chair. McKee, our little rough girl with the red hair. She can have any hair in the world. Let's give her black short hair.
And just waves her arms.
Can
you imagine when McKee saw this episode and was like, wait, so just to do it.
Yeah, that's how much thought you put into this?
I think I think McKee looks better than with that red hair. I think the black hair looks better than the red hair.
I don't mind the color on McKee. I think what happens to Sam also happens to McKee, that the hair just looks so much not like it's her hair.
Yeah.
Oh, agreed.
And I think it's just something about the color is just black.
Mhm.
Clomp.
Isis, what a lovely girl. But I think her hair needs to be longer. Wow, thanks.
Great.
Good fear switch.
It's kind of a shame because we've talked about Isis being someone who needed the hair makeover, right? They've talked about that
Yeah.
in panel. We've all agreed with that. So I was excited to see it. And Isis looks better, for sure. I actually think they didn't do enough.
No.
I think they could have, zhuzhed this up a little bit more.
I agree.
Because, again, it ends up being one flat color, and it just is better. But also a lot of things were going to be better because she just needed a refresh.
Yes.
And finally, Brittany suffers from catalog syndrome, and she needs to be edged out immediately. Give her a weave with some wave. And I think the opposite happens. I think she now looks more catalog-y.
I did love Kristen saying that's soft like my horse.
This conversation between Brittany and Miss J,
Ugh.
benefit of a doubt that Miss J was trying to kid around and cheer her up but I feel like Brittany really, from what we saw, was trying to get honest feedback because, as she showed earlier in the episode, she's very confused about what the judges want, and Miss J has insight into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like he was so insulting towards her.
Yeah.
And when she was crying, he's like, you don't have any reason to cry. If you're ugly, sure, but you're pretty. I'm like,
if I had said you were ugly, yeah.
But I'm like, it's not that you said she was pretty that she's crying. It's that you made fun of her and implied that her only value is being arm candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I agree with that. I just think they did her wrong in making her look leaning into that even harder.
I think she could have used a real edgy haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
she could have, you know what she could have done really well with? A Jada haircut.
Maybe, actually.
Or even if they had done not the version that Alicia got, but like a true Louise Brooks. Like
that could have been
actual
fun.
length.
I think in general, just taking length off of her hair would have been great.
So before we move on, there was a weird thing that my husband watched every episode of Big Bang Theory because he's a completionist, not because it's a good show. Did you know, and I bring this up now for a reason, did you know that Anna Lee and Samantha cameoed on an episode of Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Where with their makeover hair, they answered the door because it was this creepy storyline about figuring out where they lived. It wasn't the same house, so who knows when this was filmed. But then Anna Lee Tipton was on Big Bang Theory as a different character later. So she is both herself and a new character.
Got range.
And what's funny is I don't think, maybe we'll find out and we just have forgotten. I don't think this is like a prize.
That's what I thought.
And Annalie won. Maybe we'll find out it is, but I think it was just they chose two of the girls. And it's funny, like Annalie is known now as an actor, so it makes a lot of sense for her as a person. It's just funny that it's also Samantha.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Maybe it is a prize, though, and we're just forgetting it.
There's no close-up on the tire mail for some reason. Don't know why. And of course, we're going to go with a staple of this show.
Back to the trusty Walmart Supercenter.
Late night Walmart. At this time, there was only one Walmart in LA. They had to drive 12 miles out of downtown to get to this Walmart.
I love Jocelyn going, so we arrive at Walmart? Couldn't even be. Jocelyn, who will give the show anything they want at all times, couldn't even be bothered to not sound initially displeased.
There's a lot of pointed lack of enthusiasm in this next segment.
Yeah, I worry. I'm worrying, you guys. Where is Brent Power?
Where's Brent Power?
What happened to Brent Power? What have they done?
They show a flashback to him, and I was so scared for him. What happened to Brent Power?
What happened to Brent Power?
I mean, I'm never upset to spend more time with Sutan.
Sure. Of course not. But I got real worried.
But this is where I get my Brent Power fix. Yeah. It is at the Walmart, and it is later at the CoverGirl. And if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna have to DM him and be like, "Hey Brent, what happened to this cycle?"
Where were you? Brent, come back to me, Brent.
Sutan says, "Do you guys like your makeovers?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Do you?" all of you like it?
We'll talk
Wha-
later. My favorite was the pointed lack of enthusiasm for the unveiling of Whitney.
Oh, my lord.
Never on Top Model has a group of current contestants been so unexcited to see a former winner.
So shit. It was just as shitty looking as we thought it was going to look.
Mhm.
I mean, it's literally, I guess, what we saw, but now it's in a cardboard display.
Hey, I'm going to let you guys know about another gross thing about Nigel and Chrissy Barker.
Mm.
Number
God.
one, is Chrissy Barker from the South because she puts on a Brett Power Southern twang that I have not heard didn't hear the last time she was on. Also, Chrissy has a twin sister named Kimberly, and they call themselves the Chin Twins because they're half Chinese, which not great. But apparently, Nigel Barker cannot tell them apart.
Maybe that's why Nigel Barker hated Michelle and Amanda so much.
I get it at home all the time. I don't need it at my place of work.
Twin confusion is something I was supposed to leave at home. Okay. This is okay. Hold on. Woo! The line found exclusively in most Walmarts says so much and so little all at once. 3, but it's exclusive in those 3, I guess.
It's exclusive to the LA Walmarts. There's only one of us.
Is this? Does anyone remember? Is this something that people liked? Did anyone? If either
I
of you
don't remember using it.
No, I never used it.
The challenge is that the girls have to give themselves a natural cover girl look and then record a 30-second video for the True Blend Shade Selector.
But twist.
It's not scripted.
Which I find suspicious.
As do I.
Because some of these people clearly are speaking from a script.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they were just given talking points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which that's fair. Because it's
But
not
it's
like they
still
could
a
just make up the
script.
That's
Sure.
a script.
Yeah. But as we'll see. Oh, and the prize is going to be Chrissy Barker buries the lead in an astounding way because she first it sounds like every prize is the last prize because the way she inflects this sentence. So she's like, and you're going to appear on Walmart.com. Okay. And also like your video will be featured somewhere. Okay. And you're going to get $1,000 Walmart gift card. And everyone's like, oh, that's the prize.
This also,
That's
yes,
the prize.
that is the prize.
I mean,
but
it's truly delivery belonging to a woman who sits with her friends to talk about products.
I believe that is true.
Yeah.
She also, the way it's said is like, you're going to get $1,000 Walmart gift card. Compliments of CoverGirl. So Walmart wasn't even putting up this money. They're like, no.
I don't think Walmart knew they were there. I think they did this at night, not only because the Walmart was empty, but because Walmart did not know and they broke in.
Knew the security guard.
That's why Brent Power was not there. He was like,
Unofficial.
not sanctioned, and I shall not.
We get a couple of girls to do a good job. Hannah does a good job. She's very good at making talking points sound natural.
Yes, I think she moves too much. She does a lot of like.
I'm going to argue. I think Hannah definitely did well. I thought Samantha did better.
Sam should have been the winner. I absolutely think Samantha should have been
When
the winner.
Samantha said, all you have to do is look for the transparent palette, place your hand underneath, and when the color fades, that's your match. That was a commercial.
Mhm.
Samantha also has a very specific speaking voice that is just fun to listen to. Now, and it was your opening quote. I haven't laughed this hard at something that's not on paper very funny. When Isis uses the like transparent system and discovers that she is warm beige, and then she looks dead-eyed down the barrel of the
I think this is why it's so funny. This is why it's so funny because they actually do a really good job of setting it up of a real commercial, right? Where one line leads into the other. And Lauren Bree sets her up and says, everything's numbered so you can match your color perfectly. And it cuts to Isis, I'm warm beige. See how easy it is?
You're giving it so much more enthusiasm.
Come on. I want to try. Fuck. No, I can't even do it. Oh my god.
I'm laughing too hard.
No, I'm too. Okay. I'm orange beige.
But the weird thing is that she's doing it with this big smile on her face.
I'm more beige.
I've never seen anyone.
See how easy it is?
I've never seen anyone deadpan, but only with their vocals and not with their face.
And then the wacky music begins.
Yes, it's time for the derp parade.
Guys, my tears. I'm crying.
Welcome, come all to the derp parade. We have Marjorie, who says, "Thank God for Walgreens." We have Annalie, who chooses to end on the word
Yo.
yo.
It's the shrug.
It's
The
Yo.
shrug.
Who
Yo.
says yo as the final word to something.
yo. This begins the yo. This begins, she says yo literally all the time from here on out.
I don't understand why McKee is a part of this dirt parade for giving a perfect, easy breezy,
beautiful cover girl.
Yeah. Also, Brittany.
Come on down to Walmart.
Yeah, honestly,
She's doing a commercial for Walmart.
yeah, Brittany doesn't do that bad, except she has no idea what camera to look in. She's looking at our camera instead of the commercial camera.
I just like when she catches herself realizing she's saying she works at Walmart because she goes,
She says we have it.
because here at Walmart in your cover girl aisle, we carry, or it carries the best.
And honestly, I would have just leaned dead.
Okay.
Start putting the greeter vest on.
I also, it's a long enough segment that we get two music cues, one of which is our standard derpy derp, and one is like a jewelry box with a ballerina in it.
Isn't that Alina's music?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, talk about someone that's actually really terrible at this. Alina is like pretty miserable at this.
They just cut her off eventually, too. I don't even think there was a time limit. I think Sutan was just done.
Like, no, I'm out of time.
Yeah. Walmart's opening, Alina. Wrap it up.
Not bad, guys. Most of you did well.
Hannah wins over Samantha.
And leans on Samantha over and over again. And I was like, Sam clearly was the runner-up. Stop leaning on her.
Especially impressive considering that they don't have Walmarts in Alaska.
Amazing.
Sutan tells her to enjoy all her goodies.
And she's just thrilled she's going to be online.
They don't have online in Alaska.
You know what's interesting? You know who we didn't see that I bet did pretty darn well? Sheena.
Or Jocelyn.
Yes.
That's
Our
a good
two
point.
most naturally charming contestants.
As we find out in a later
And another
episode.
person that got edited out that you'll just notice is not in this episode. Clark.
Nope.
I forgot, and I mean this from the bottom of my top model heart. I forgot that Clark was still on the show until judging, and it was her turn. I actually forgot about her completely in a way that I've never done with a contestant before.
So the Tyra Mill is either swimsuits or business suits. Definitely probably business suits. Maybe swimsuits.
Bathing or business?
Bathing or business. There's a cute moment that's so quick where Sam and Isis walk off hand in hand from the Tyra mail. So sweet.
Then we have a very strange interaction, let's say.
I was not thrilled with Brittany in this.
I was also not thrilled with Brittany in this.
Yeah, bad
moment.
look for Brittany for sure.
Yeah.
So Brittany is telling us how much she loves her mom.
Yeah, she's talking to Jocelyn. It's just the two of them at first.
Mm-hmm.
And Alina says that I've never loved my mom. I feel like Alina didn't necessarily want to go into why she doesn't have a good relationship with her mom. She was just kind of throwing it out there. I think she was adding to the conversation, but
I
didn't.
think she's just trying to connect.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
didn't expect this barrage of, well, you're a bad person.
You're an evil bitch if you don't love your mom. Oh, did she shelter and clothe you? You're ungrateful and an evil bitch.
I just think it's not great to. We know nothing about Alina's mother.
Nope.
Alina's mother might be very abusive.
Mm-hmm.
And Alina even, I'm not going to say that she said abusive because she did not.
No.
But Alina did allude to she didn't know how to be a mother.
Yeah. And there are clearly some serious emotional issues.
Yeah.
And she has a tattoo that just says "fuck mom," right, or whatever
Yeah,
you said.
mother,
Alexander?
fuck her.
Yeah. So, I mean, clearly there's something. And I did like. I can't believe how much I'm continuing to like Alina because I don't remember liking her the first time I watched the show. But I liked when she was like, "I just got uncomfortable with this conversation," and just tries to do the correct thing and exit before it's a fight.
Quick parachute out.
Yep.
Yeah, and not a shitty, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Jocelyn's side eye at Brittany when Brittany decides, I'm going to go to Jocelyn's bed to continue this conversation instead of the bed I was on. And Jocelyn sees the moment where Brittany becomes the bad guy in the conversation. And she's just, I mean, her eyes are so side in her head, they almost go fierce good witch white. She's like, don't like this. Do not like this.
Do we need to talk about Annalie posing with Marjorie, or can we please skip
I thought
it?
It was cute that she was getting a little love from Isis and Marjorie.
I do like the Isis-Annalie friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's fine. I don't know. I think...
This is one of those things that when girls are continually doing bad and they don't know why, there's just mirror time. We always get shots of them like practicing the mirror, which I guess they're supposed to do, but...
I guess. So they arrive at the photo shoot, and Mr. J continues skull.
This was a skull forward outfit.
Also, he continues the trend of always being above the girls when he speaks to them.
Yeah.
I guess he picked it up from Tyra.
Yeah, I even wrote in my notes he got his own no hug ledge.
This house is something, though.
This
Good
is
grief.
Gorgeous.
This deck. The deck alone.
The deck. This boutique hotel deck.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's kind of fun for the other girls because once they're done, we just see them lounging and sunning. This is also just kind of a relaxing day for them.
It wasn't a relaxing day for Alexander.
Alexander, when they announced who the photographer was, I literally wrote, "Oh no, Alexander."
Okay. I thought the same thing. And then I did some research on Russell James because I had a lot of...
I just didn't want you to have to go through the experience of watching him again.
Yeah. I have a theory about why it was easier to watch this one. So a lot of people want to say that, why do you hate Russell James? Why do you hate Russell James? So last time he was on, I think he didn't want to do that kind of photo shoot. I think he likes doing bathing suit, and that's it. I also don't think he liked Mr. J and Mr. J talking and directing, because we learned Mr. J is not going to be on set. It's just Russell James and eventually Susan Holmes, kind of. I did some research about Russell James. Russell James is a very big photographer, mostly for Victoria's Secret. After Victoria's Secret shoots, he would ask the models if they would pose nude for him for no extra money. Most of the time, they agreed, partially because he was kind of a gatekeeper at Victoria's Secret, though they'll argue that he isn't. There was this whole expose about Victoria's Secret recently, not saying that he like harassed people, but created a culture of kind of gray grossness. Not only did he not pay these women for these nude photos, he then sold them in a book that retailed two different versions, one for $1,800 and one for $3,600 of Victoria's Secret's models nude.
Wait, the book was $1,800?
Or 36
at half off.
I think there were two versions of the book. I think there was one that was more explicit,
but
and
that was book. What you're saying is it's a book.
Yes, a photography book. He also, at one point, this happened constantly. He would constantly ask these women to do it, never any money for it. Then there was a point, I think it was like 2010, where he and Richard Branson were having a quote charity event where some models were invited to be there, though it was in a nude resort and they were forced to be naked. And quite a few women said that they didn't know why they were there, and it felt like they were there to flirt with wealthy men. Of course, they're saying like, no, that wasn't true, this and that. It just gives me the feeling that there is an air of grossness. And people said, and it's clear that here, he makes women feel very comfortable. I still think that he takes advantage of women because he's in a position of power and is clearly getting away with stuff. I don't think he's necessarily like harassed, molested, done anything inappropriate in that way. But I think he uses
He thinks of models as just something to be hot and nude or nearly nude around him.
Yeah.
And that's why maybe he only does like bikini stuff and whatever.
Because I think he's fine on this photo shoot, and I think the photos are pretty good for the most part, but they are definitely the only photo shoot he likes to do.
Interesting in the worst kind of way of someone whose behavior seems okay, but whose like work product and actions are creepy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And truly, the worst part is you're asking these people to model nude and not paying them, and then you're profiting.
When you're charging people thousands of dollars for a book and they're not getting paid for their inclusion in that book. Also, did they at any point, even if they were doing it for free, know that they were going to be in a book?
Mm-hmm.
No, because the book came out years and years later. No, he's profited off these women's bodies and then didn't compensate them at any point. So, anyways, I will say that I was right about Russell James being kind of a creepster.
Absolutely.
Anyways, Mr. J is not allowed on set, and he tries to play it off like it was his choice, and we're going to let you. Also,
yeah, I don't love the look of I'll be in hair and makeup to talk about your strengths and weaknesses.
I don't think Russell James knew that.
Yeah, I thought I at first put the note, where did Mr. J have to go today? But then he did stay the entire day too. And Annalie even says it correctly, like, well, it's our third photo shoot. This seems like, why are we doing this now? Pretty soon. Susan Holmes, we should say all the swimsuits are from her collection.
She was also apparently nicknamed The Body by Stephen Meisel. So not just Elle Macpherson.
I wonder if there's a Wikipedia list of just every time a model, specifically a model, has tried to sell swimsuits and lingerie, and top models like, and this is The Body. Another one. Did Sheena always have that nose ring?
Yeah. Where did that come?
No, I think I've seen stud.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was the only time I've noticed it
Me
so
too.
far. And I was like, did they add it for the shot?
Because they added that giant headscarf.
We've already started on Tyra was very right about Alina's hair. Everybody thinks that this was the right choice. The photographer loves it.
Alina flat out lies to Susan Holmes.
And well, I was impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because she gives her the lie journey of like, well, I really didn't like it at first, but you know what? Now that I'm looking at it now, I'm like, oh, good lie, because it sounds so sincere.
Also, did anyone notice that Clark was blurred when she, at the end of her photo shoot, she stood up and she was like, they blurred her crotch.
Oh, I wonder if like things
fell out.
Well, or
lines.
It got too camel toed.
Yeah.
I loved, as we always do, everything Jocelyn does. But at the end, where her and Susan Holmes were just touching hips, having fun.
Yeah, because Jocelyn seems like someone that Susan Holmes worked with.
Yeah,
just brings fun wherever she goes.
Light of my life.
I remembered this moment with Hannah so much. I thought it happened in another episode, but this relax your eyes. Relax your eyes. No. Relax, because they got wider and wider every time he said it.
And you know what the cure for that is? Putting a big sun hat over your eyes.
We need to talk about, this seems like it was the show's decision.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay comes up to Isis and says, how are you feeling about this shoot? And Isis is feeling a little nervous to be in a bathing suit. And he's like, well, Russell and Susan don't know your situation. So you really have to go out there and sell it with confidence in your face. Why? Look, if that was Isis's decision, that would be one thing. But the show makes it seem like they're doing her a favor by not telling the photographer and the client that she's trans. And I have a huge problem with this. Because to me, if it, like I said, if it was coming from Isis, if we heard from Isis, like, I want to keep my status to myself, how I just want, whatever. But it's the whole air of it really struck me as
it
not
felt
right.
like the show was like, this is a dirty little secret that we need to keep a secret, and we can't tell anyone because then he won't shoot you. Maybe.
You don't deserve to get, like, if we tell him, then you'll get special treatment somehow.
Or even I took it as still couching Isis as less than.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We didn't tell them. That way they'll treat you the same.
That's how I took it as, yeah.
Which we're all correct, I think, in the way. But and again, to Hannah's point, if Mr. J had said, hey, I just wanted you to know, is this something you would like them to be aware of or not? I can have that conversation for you if you would like. And then we could have heard from ISIS. Like, that is potentially a better way to handle it.
Yeah.
I also didn't like that Russell James said that ISIS's face is not a face of a model, which I would hard disagree.
Pictures disagree.
Uh-huh.
Also, I'll talk about it during the picture a little bit more, but I think it's so silly how ISIS got saddled with the chair, and then they were like, and she barely moved. I was like, to where?
She was in the fucking chair.
Everyone else got the ocean. Annalie got to scale a rock.
It's a giant pod-like chair also.
That had a very deep cushion.
I mean, it looked like a comfortable chair. I'm not going to take that away.
Sure.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America, season premiere, Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Oh, it's such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off site-wide and free professional installation. Rules and restrictions apply.
Tyra has the same bad face in her photo.
Did she do all of these in the same day?
Yes.
Yeah. For
That's
sure,
what
right?
it really seems like.
For sure, right. Did we notice right before we go to panel, did we notice this shirtless but heavily scarfed assistant?
No.
There was an assistant that I saw 2 or 3 times that had hat, sunglasses, shirtless, full scarf. And I was just like, how warm or cold are you?
He likes to keep his face untanned.
Yeah, that's true. Only tan body, pale face, the palest.
Good skincare.
Reverse. So I have 2 classic pod lead'em things to bring up for the beginning of this panel. First of all, do you want to wear that top, Tyra?
Good to be back.
What is
this?
Gold spaghetti.
gold noodles? Why?
Could there have been a few edited away? Because if it was like 3, maybe?
There were
Whose
so
placement
many.
seemed intentional.
Yeah.
Also, it just doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
It looks just like metal clanging against your chest.
Second of all, I think it's time, y'all. I think I'm putting down my binoculars. I am no longer on sexy watch.
No, I think this is just when he was sexy.
He's just consistently sexy.
Alexander, I think it's right for me and you to give Hannah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Thank you
and
for
now
your
my watch is ended.
I was doing a Nigel golf clap of. Susan Holmes is the guest judge.
Yes.
Oh, we're not going to talk about her probably that much. I like Susan Holmes. Yeah. In this episode, she's fine.
When she speaks, she was good. There was a lot of time on that photo shoot that she didn't say a word, and I was getting worried.
I thought it was interesting that Tyra didn't call Susan a friend, even though we have a very cool picture of them together.
Iconic picture.
And just said, a supermodel in my day. And I was like, but not friend? This would have been a time that you had the receipt and could have said, my friend.
But it's really important to master swimsuits. It's such a big part of high fashion and commercial modeling. No, it's not. It's not. Bathing
it's
suits
literally
are
selling a commercial bathing suit, right?
Yeah. And I would argue never is a bathing suit high fashion.
Yeah, that seems like a real rarity, if anything.
It seems like Tyra's trying to be, as a swimsuit model, trying to boost it a little bit. See, Tyra's still high fashion. Tyra does swimsuits.
You know, the high fashion magazine Sports Illustrated.
Sheena's up first.
And she 100% did what they asked for in terms of her outfit and makeup. And they say not one word about it.
But I love your hair. It makes you look kind of tropical.
Tropical.
Remember how I tried to retire exotic? It felt like Tyra heard that and was like, got it, got the note.
Got it.
Tropical.
Woof.
I really like this photo.
I think this photo's nice. And I feel like they were trying to get one over on her by giving her this flesh, quote unquote, colored bathing suit.
I like it very much. I think it's a good photo. I think it's ridiculous what they say kind of here and also a little later about like, we've seen so much soft Sheena. I want to see another look. I'm like, you keep telling her that she's the hoochiest thing that ever hooched. She's trying to play against that desperately.
Well, and it's the classic thing where Nigel tells her in person how impressed he is that she can be so soft, and then in private panel is like, I need to see something else from Sheena. She's too soft.
Yeah. Anna Lee is next. I don't think this is that bad of a shot.
I don't either.
I think it's kind of cool.
Could the angle have been slightly better from the photographer?
Yes.
When you close up on that face, gorgeous, in my opinion.
Yeah. Her
and
eyes.
Her hair looks great and beachy.
She does have the perfect hair that she just got. That like bouncing blonde really works for like her.
The one criticism I'll give is the bathing suit is kind of being hidden.
Kind of.
That's what the left arm is covering more of it than I would have liked for sure. But again, was that her
or the photographer?
Or the angle-ful? Or the
ring looks good.
It said photographer. I said the angerfer.
the ring does look good.
Yeah, I like it. I don't understand why they are so hard on this model who's doing fine so far. If we were at like top 6 and she was getting these critiques, I would understand it.
Yeah.
But there are so many people still in this competition who are so clearly worse at this than she is that it's confusing.
Yes, I think Anna Lee is a victim of they think she has more potential than Anna Lee has necessarily given. And I think it's an unfair, she's on a completely different grading curve than Clark.
And it feels like they totally are just doing that because of ice skating.
Which is the weirdest thing to be like, as an ice skater, you should know how to model.
And it's so funny because throughout many cycles, we have heard how many things can be bad for modeling. Dancing, Pilates. Like all these things. But ice skating apparently is the one activity that should just elevate you. I don't get it. Because that's, in a lot of ways, that's going to be similar to just dancing.
JW, perhaps it's because, like Hannah and I, the judging panel is a fan of Yuri on Ice.
Watch Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, if you're listening, watch Yuri on Ice. It's lovely.
Yes.
Anyways, Clark is next, and this photo is really bad.
This photo is so bad.
It's so basic. Also, I just realized, did we see any of Clark shooting?
I think we did a second of it.
For a red hot second.
But also, Tyra let slip that she didn't choose the makeovers. She seems very surprised about Clark's makeover.
It's just a nothing of a photo.
It's every fucking Clark photo.
And she just looks mad.
Yeah, it looks like either she's mad, the sun's in her eyes. You want to talk about model basic poses.
Mm-hmm.
Hand on head, foot beveled.
I just don't understand why she keeps getting a pass.
I don't either. Especially because, and I'm jumping ahead to private panel again, but she's just not photogenic.
No.
She doesn't look good in pictures, which, kind of helps for the whole modeling gig.
And I would even say that if she in panel presented as having this like super charming, lovely commercial personality, it might kind of be a Brie situation, right? Where it's like, okay, she's not photographing great, but just wait till we get her in that Dove commercial. But she's not giving you that either.
Nope.
At all. Hannah is next, and she was clearly told to take that scarf off, but we don't get to see them say that to her.
It does just disappear at some point.
I hate this photo.
The
fact that Nigel calls this very European sexy is insane to me.
What part? What part? Is it the double jointed shoulder popping out of her armpit?
Her arms look so bizarre.
Listless and also strained.
Yeah.
Listless yet extended.
Yeah.
That's the name of my next EP. You know, Listless Yet Extended. It's just the same song I kind of just babble through 5 times.
Her face is still a nothing burger. And also, I know it's not her fault, but the way her feet are cut off by the water is very strange.
It's because it's it's in such shallow water. It looks like she's dug her feet into the
Into
sand.
the sand.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't help the proportions with her arms straight up like that.
No. The fact that her bottom 2 is not Clark and Hannah is insane to me.
They were right there for the picking. Now, the body is just not good at all.
No.
I do like the close up on her face. I think her face looks nice. I think this is how her hair should always be styled.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
And to be fair, as I'm saying it, I'm realizing maybe I don't like the face so much as I like
the hair,
how she's styled.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Lauren Bree is next. This is where we start a post-production on these photos that I don't quite get.
Yeah, it's very sheened.
So blown out.
Yeah.
I think she looks good. I think it's very, I don't know why we have such a heavy close-up on her.
Well, not as close as some.
Well,
I'll say that I really like Lauren Bree's picture, and I remember Lauren Bree for one thing and one thing only, which is being the contestant that started off amazing and peters out. And I'm remembering why I thought that, because 2 weeks in a row now, for me, she's had the top 3 photos.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful photo. I also think it looks like some CW show
Yes.
about castaway teens on an island, and this is like the promo shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
I think we've all already mentioned it before. Remember Summerland?
yes.
Yeah.
Here's a recurring in Summerland. I'd buy it.
Mhm.
I also think the I don't know if this is her or not, but this very ugly junior bathing suit that she has on, it looks better than I was expecting.
She got one of the worst bathing suits and she sells it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Brittany is next.
I don't mind this photo that much.
I like it fine. I don't think it's her best. I think it's actually her best face.
I agree with her best face. I don't, clearly they're picking the photos. I just think once again, it's very regular. I think she's
definitely don't
beautiful.
see enough bikini, I will say.
I wish she was turned more to camera. I wish you saw more of the bikini. That's my criticism of it. But okay, let's compare it to like a Clark photo. I think
it's so much better.
I think both of them did something pretty basic.
Mm-hmm.
But Brittany is so photogenic.
Her skin looks amazing.
Glowing.
Needs no Photoshop whatsoever.
She is beautiful. I just don't think she knows how to. And as we saw in the photo shoot, she couldn't walk.
Yes, that was a problem.
That was legitimately hilarious.
Walk normal.
Just walk right. Just walk, and I'll also walk.
Well, and she starts this conversation where you can see her mounting frustration of, I am told to not pose, and so I'm trying to be normal and natural, and that also doesn't seem to be working. And then Tyra gives this vague explanation of, well, when they say don't pose, they don't mean don't pose. Like, here's me, et cetera, et cetera. Mr. J explained it a little bit better to her earlier in the episode, where he said, it's about being engaged and not posing. And that's a good way to put it. And Tyra gives her sloppy feedback that Brittany nods her way through just to end the conversation, I feel.
You're not supposed to be yourself. You're supposed to be your model self.
And the problem is, I think Brittany is going to leave this show never understanding why she wasn't successful in their eyes.
McKee is next, and I think McKee looks pretty stunning in this photo.
I do too.
Considering she got the dorkiest bathing suit with the bow. I would love if it was a functional bow, and if you untied it, that one strap came off.
One boob out. I like the composition of the photo.
Mm-hmm.
She's holding herself up, but it looks so relaxed. I think her skin and hair and her, I think this is where you're like, oh, the makeover works.
Yes.
Her hair looks much better in photos with some styling than it looks clunked on her head in person.
Agreed. Yeah.
She's got sort of a Charlize Theron thing.
Yeah.
For me.
Ooh.
And I think it's really good.
Yeah, I really like this photo a lot. Isis is next. I think this photo looks good in the long.
Mhm.
I don't think it's a bathing suit ad because they forced her to go to the back of the chair.
I do think you can see the suit more than several of the photos.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Isis got, for me, the absolute worst bathing suit.
Ugliest.
Mhm.
She got the scraps that were made from Paulina's dress last week.
The fabric, yeah. But I think in the long, this is actually a very successful shot.
Yeah.
And they finally give her some actual good critique, in my opinion, which is they're like, oh, your one eye's a little lazy, a little weak, they say. And I'm like, yeah, that looks to be true, actually. And we've maybe seen that in some other photos. And just like, Cycle 13's Jennifer, they do it better with her, but they're saying like, that's something you're going to need to figure out the angles on and work with and whatever. But I'm like, even with that, having a slightly weak eye in this photo,
I still think it's a fine photo.
Me too.
It's more of a chair ad, but that's because the chair is way more distinctive than the suit.
Yes.
Because Isis is a tiny person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marjorie is next. I didn't think Marjorie could be sexy.
This is
pretty good.
This is good.
This is my favorite of Marjorie's so far.
Yeah, she's sexy. The one,
But it's the hand. I feel like it's the little the finger curl. Like
ooh.
Yeah.
I will say you can't really see her bathing suit. It definitely does look like a boutique. They call it out. It looks like a boutique hotel ad. But you'd want to go to that hotel.
Yes, you would.
She also got a little bit of a disadvantage by getting the least of all the bathing suits. Like it is sheer and small.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going to be hard to see a lot of bathing suit regardless. But as Miss J says, the only critique is I wish I had seen more of it.
Yeah. Because, oh God, she's so sexy in this photo.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the makeup too. Anyway.
Marjorie, they're not really treating her like she does. Well, we've said she gets a little overpraised, which I don't disagree with entirely, but she should fully be just the front runner, I feel like, at this point. They seem charmed by her, and she only has had good pictures so far, including a first call out.
They seem sort of charmed by her. I think they still find her weird in person.
Yeah. Samantha is next, and this is Samantha's best photo.
Yeah.
Whoosh. And she kind of sells a silly prop that they gave her with this flower that she just picked for me.
I think it's a little bit more of a bracelet ad because her bathing suit is nothing. And it's also nothing. It's a white bikini.
Yeah.
Which you would not wear.
And I think it's good for Samantha to be successful in this photo because this is that Cheryl Tiegs kind of thing that both Samantha and the show have said that Samantha should be good at. So it's
she'll get booked for this.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her mouth works. She knows her face.
Pauline is obsessed with that lip.
Oh, and that jaw angle is just so gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay. Alita is next. In what world is this a bathing suit ad?
Couldn't even tell you that she was wearing one.
Nope.
Because not only is it a beauty shot, but it's blurry on the body.
Great lipstick ad.
You could also, I think her hair looks good here.
Me too. That's what I was saying earlier about.
They've color corrected it though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I think the color works is that in this shot, they've darkened it a little bit.
I feel like Tyra picked this photo so that she could be like, no, I think the tattoos work here. I wouldn't fix that in post.
But the makeover I've given you has turned you what? Racially ambiguous.
Can I tell a personal story? Because I watched this episode right after having a personal complaint to a friend. No, the friend hadn't done this. I was complaining about an outside figure. Mm-hmm. There is something that some people, so far in my life, exclusively white people, who are obsessed with calling people racially ambiguous who are just white people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working on a shoot one time and an actor came in and we were trying, it was 12 folks. We were trying to hire a diverse array of both body types and skin tones and all these things. And this person who I hadn't cast, I'd cast most of the people so I knew what they looked like, knew who they were. The director had cast this person and they were like, oh, she's very racially ambiguous. And I was like, I didn't love the term, but I was like, this is not a battle for me right now. It was just a slightly tan, blonde white woman. And I was just like, just to let you know, no one's going to think that this is anything else than a white woman. And that is one example that I have. There are so many examples in my life of working in production and working in casting where people call someone racially ambiguous to, in my opinion, get away with hiring another white person.
Mm-hmm. Ding, ding, ding.
So many casting notices go out and they say racially ambiguous. And it's like, oh, you want to cast a white person, but like maybe, and this term, the worst term, I'm spicy white. No, you're not. You're white.
It's a term that should just be
eradicated,
pushed aside
with exotic.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's kind of used the same. It's kind of used the same as we say exotic. Yeah. Like it's trying to use that as an excuse to just not hire diversely. That it feels like that's the only time it's used, and it's incredibly frustrating because Lena's just not that. Mm-hmm. She's not that.
Jocelyn's last, and this is not her best photo.
No.
She's saved by how absolutely stunning she is in, just
also that
general.
Body be banging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
she makes the orange look really good.
That is true.
They put her in orange for the last photo shoot too.
Mm-hmm.
It is a weird pose. It is a little strange.
You know what though? Part of me, for me, I actually really like the photo, and the thing I didn't like about, because at first I didn't like it, but then I realized the main thing I didn't like about it was the tree she was leaning into. And I feel like if she had just been on the side of like the deck or something and done the same pose, because again, it's the Jocelyn style of just like in your faceness, like straight to camera. Here is my body looking gorgeous. That's just what she's going to do.
Yeah, it's by far not bad at all. It's just literally Jocelyn has been banging, and it's just like, oh, okay. Jocelyn can take not literally one of the best photos of the bunch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's finally a week where you don't need to give her first call out.
And on that, please leave.
Please. Private panel. I literally wrote nothing.
I don't have a lot either.
I already said the things I wrote.
Yeah.
I do. The only thing that I wrote was something about Clark. I think Nigel said it, where he said that from photo to in person, she's night and day. And I think the opposite's true. I think exactly what she looks like in person is exactly what you're getting in photos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lauren Bree is night and day.
Yeah. Yes. This panel.
But that's it.
Nothing of a private panel. I don't think we've ever had this before.
Just Miss J having fun with Jocelyn's pose.
Yep. That's it.
Which, since it was Miss J, didn't seem offensive.
And honestly, it just felt like he was like, can we just bring Jocelyn? I want to hang out with Jocelyn. Can Jocelyn come back in? I'm going to do the pose, and then she can laugh at it.
Jocelyn, come back in. You can hear private panel. You're not going home. You're not going home this week.
You can take Tyra's seat. Call out order. Alina is first call out for a bathing suit.
It's for taking the makeover and liking it.
Liking it.
Yes, it's for convincingly lying, and you have to admit, this is the most convincing makeover lie we have ever seen on this show.
That's true. That's true.
But no, for the photo, it's insane.
Lauren Bree is next.
Which for me would have been, I actually might have given her first call out again.
Yeah. Then Samantha.
Actually, maybe I would have given it to Samantha.
Then McKee.
See, I think McKee would have been my number one, because you see the most of the bathing suit.
You know what's fun? Is that we've named so many people besides Alina that could have been justifiably first call out. Also, that means this was at least a pretty successful photo shoot in terms of like good photos came out of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not praising anything specific. I think I'm always just praising the fact that when they do a photo shoot that's simple, good photos come out of it because they're not having to deal with so many elements. It's like, no, these are all photos that could, if successful, come in a magazine.
When the brief is just, this is a real photo shoot.
Uh-huh.
Then Sheena. Good for Sheena. Then Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Marjorie. I would put maybe a little higher.
A little low.
Yeah.
A little low.
Then Clark.
How
she escaped the bottom two again.
Then Isis. Then Hannah. Which leaves Brittany and Anna Lee in the bottom.
Yeah.
For me, it would have been Hannah Clark.
Yes. Clearly.
There is in my head, because I will say so many of these were pretty successful to me that there's a version of me that can put Annalie in the bottom. There is no version of me that thinks Brittany deserved bottom 2 placement, much less her ultimate fate.
I liked Annalie's photo.
Yeah, and I get that. It wasn't my favorite, but like, again, I wouldn't have put her there, but my head can go there because of like, they're just grading her on a curve that no one else is being graded on. But Brittany just like, why? There were worse photos.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Brittany gets sent home with some horror music.
Yes. Why?
This is scary from start to finish. And then she gets our second shady end edit where she says, I'm too bright of a star to just fade away. Cut to them fading her out.
Okay. Before we get into where Brittany is, when Brittany fades out, Lauren Bree's arm emerges from the shot. Strong choice.
Yeah, these makeover shots are actually a lot of people's worst photos so far. These were not good. Whoever took these. Her name. There's not a ton on Brittany. Again, we had another very good reality TV world interview, and I found a couple of fun things. So her name is Brittany Rubalcaba. Nope, it's spelled Rubalcaba. So Rubalcaba.
Rubalcaba.
Yeah. And she's not the only one, because when you Google her, you get someone else with that name that's on Twitter. That's definitely not her. First thing we saw in the show very quickly, her Las Vegas Weekly cover, and that comes up when you search for her name pretty readily. Of interest, one of the kind of pull quote things for what's in the magazine is visit the Hooters of coffee shops.
Excuse you?
I guess a coffee shop where people dress scantily.
It's called Grindr.
What? That was good.
Thank you.
Perfect joke. She also recently got married in 2019 to someone named Corey, because I found her Zola, like the wedding registry.
Was there anything good on it?
Oh, she has taste. Good bowls. So her reality TV world interview, another good one. Reality TV world is doing the work. There's 2 topics, Alina and Hannah, that I think is interesting to speak up on. We talked about this with Nikisha's interview. She also said the way it showed us all approaching Hannah at the same time, that did not go down like that. That absolutely. So she's confirming what Nikisha said. And it really sounds like the show, for whatever reason, didn't want Hannah to look as bad, or maybe even more realistically, didn't want the women of color to look as good as they were. And they almost couldn't edit away how good they looked. So they edited out the individual moments afterwards, maybe.
Right.
On Alina, she apologized for the wording that she used, specifically, as she says, evil B word in the confessionals. If I could take back what I said in regard to calling her that, I apologize to her about that. And we've talked about it, and her and I are on good terms. That's great. Good. And I love to hear that update. But yeah, I'm apologetic and kind of embarrassed for my family and my loved ones and everyone else who watched it, because I should not have said that. Good for you, Brittany. Good for you.
It seemed like that came out of frustration with everything that was going on.
Yeah.
They're just like, I can't hear anything about, I miss my mom so much. I can't hear anything bad about moms right now.
Yeah.
We've had 2 people in a row now, Nikisha and Brittany, that I don't think any of us would have sent home.
No. I didn't love Brittany the way I loved Nikisha, because how could you?
Yeah.
She didn't have the same kind of effervescent personality.
She did not deserve to go home. Absolutely not. And she deserved so much more coaching.
Yeah. I didn't remember Brittany, and I think she was fine. I think what's very strange, which we didn't really talk about, was that Tyra had mentioned in a previous episode, like, she'll make millions. She'll make $1 million a year doing catalog. And then when she sends her off, she's like, you need to look at the European magazines. And I was like, that's the wrong advice. You should have just told her to her face, you're just not this competition.
You're going to be a great working model.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of a shitty thing of like not telling her that, because I think that is true. She's beautiful and she's fine, but she's just not like an interesting model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, I guess for whatever reason, the 3 photos that we saw, her voting one, her bikini one, and the hot air balloon, all of them, to me, I actually really liked her voting one. And I think all of us liked it pretty well. But like, she is someone who could have benefited from, I think, a couple more episodes, as you were saying, Hannah, of coaching and experience, because with no ability to pose, she wasn't doing the worst.
That's true. That's true.
And she had no natural ability at modeling. And I'm just so surprised they didn't give her like another week or two over some of these folks that are in the house.
And a different makeover.
The mystery of Clark continues.
And if you also wonder about why Clark is still here, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing your hot takes, iced tea. Leave us a review on Apple iTunes. Follow us on Spotify. It truly means a lot to us, and it only grows this show. You know what? And maybe if you tag us and stuff, we'll say your name too.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. As you know, we say it every episode, but to me, it never loses its meaning. That we appreciate all the love that folks give us. Because again, we'll be going on almost a year of doing this virtually with one another. And I look forward to recording this with Hannah and Alexander. And also, truly, I can't believe we've already done it for 10 cycles and we're already several episodes into cycle 11. I mean, this has been such a gift to the three of us.
You can also reach out to us at podleadum.com if you want to send us a little email or a handwritten note, gift or not. That's your call, listener. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Reach out to me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum and why is Clark still here every time you talk about the show.
Just shorten it to hashtag Why Clark.
Why Clark? Why Clark? How Clark? For PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.